I've handed in my resignation as the County Attorney of Machakos County Government, and I wish to thank the Governor for allowing me to serve with her rather, and more importantly, I want to thank His Excellency, who is now the CS, Dr. Alfred Mutua, for having nominated me, taken me to the County Assembly of Machakos, and also wish to thank the County Assembly of Machakos for the great approval rating that they gave me, and they allowed me to go back to the governor, and the governor appointed me and gazetted me. So I want to appreciate Dr. Alfred Mutua for giving me that opportunity. Secondly, I also want to thank God for allowing me to serve and giving me the grace and the opportunity. Sometimes working in some offices is quite a challenge, but God has enabled me. I also want to thank my family for standing with me, my wife in particular, Cicely, and my children. They have been there for me, they have supported me, their times, commitments are a lot, but they have never given up on me. And thank you so much for my friends who have stood with me, my colleagues in the lawyers fraternity, LSK members, church fraternity, and so many other people, members of the fourth estate, council of governors, leadership of the county attorneys, caucus, and so many other people that have stood with me. And I want to say that I exit public service a proud man, not really being a proud man, but I'm happy, for I know I have given it my best. I've done my best. But like it has been said by some scholars, the best dancer is the one who knows when the time to exit the stage is ripe. Because unless you do that, you run the risk of being booed out of the stage. And I want to believe, as a wise dancer, this is the time for me to exit the stage and allow others to take over and continue, because it is not about a person, it is about the office. And I'm sure there's so many people asking what might be the reason for exiting. One, as an advocate, sometimes it's so good to be in private practice, in public practice, and quite a number of other things. I have other engagements that I wish to pursue as an advocate. And secondly, it has not been easy. You know, sometimes you can be subjected to very inhumane working conditions. And in particular, I did not like some embarrassing moments that I witnessed at the Senate. I want to say that the Senate is such a respectable and respected institution. That is the institution that prevents, protects, and comes through for devolution. So anytime some information is taken there which is false, it really hit me hard, and especially allegations of being investigated. Thankfully, ESCC was there and they confirmed there were no investigations as against me. But it hurt me so much to hear someone saying that I'm under investigation, someone saying that I'm incompetent. For record purposes, I have been an advocate of the High Court of Kenya for the last over 23 years. And all those 23 years, I have been cleared by all the institutions, ESCC, Law Society of Kenya, KRA, and all these other bodies, and even DCI. So there's no single time that someone can even say that at some point there were some issues that were involved. So that was quite unfortunate, and I felt I don't need to force myself into someone. I don't want to, where you're not liked, please, there are other places where you can go and be competent. So if you're not liked here, there's somewhere else where you're needed. So I want to exit and look for places where my wisdom, my service is appreciated, where when I speak, someone will listen, take notes, and take as in my counsel, because it is unfortunate for being a lawyer for over 23 years and your counsel can be listened to. It's quite unfortunate. Otherwise, why did I go to school if I cannot offer that counsel? And the Constitution, the laws of the land, and especially the Office of the County Attorneys Act, they call me as a chief legal advisor of the county government. So when that is not needed, or when that is not appreciated, I think the best thing is to say, oh, well and good, let us part ways, I do other things. Thank you. I may not want to say much, because saying much might preempt a lot of things. But I should also say, at this point, I'm writing a book. And much of the things and the reasons and the circumstances, they'll be better explained at that point. Otherwise, it has not been a very pleasant moment, and especially after being associated with corruption, after being said that I have contributed into grabbing of public land, after being said that I am contributing to the loss of cases in court, and have done my work diligently. God is my witness. And so these are some of the things that have made it very impossible. And of course, when you're denied funding, how do you move? When you're denied funding, when you're denied even accessing the White House, like I should say this, since May, my office at the White House has been closed. It was locked up and my things taken away. I have sought for audience with the governor. I've sought for audience, and the county secretary has said that nobody should even go to the governor without passing through him. I have all those letters. So what happens when your office is locked out, when you want to attend cabinet meetings, and then you are locked out? I've gone to the White House and the gates are locked. I'm turned away. What do I do? And now the story going out there is that I don't go to work, I don't go to cabinet. Shall I fly into the White House when you are locked up? It is so humiliating. You go to the office, and junior officers turn you back, turning a whole county attorney back. And then someone goes and lies and says you don't attend cabinet meeting. How unfortunate. My clarion call, please, this is a country, this is a county that is led by the rule of law. You don't just rise up one morning and imagine you can humiliate someone, you can use your office to spoil, to character assassinate. We have names, we have careers to protect. And if you feel someone is not, you're not in agreement, you can always ask them politely, please step aside, compensate them, and then you move on. Other than going into public, color character assassinating people, going to call MCS and telling them, go and impeach this guy, and because he was even fighting his wife in public. What kind of nonsense is this? For how long shall we allow people to character assassinate other people? I want to say this, for those that are working, stand firm, do what you're called to do. Don't be scared, stand tall and do what you're supposed to do, so that when you exit, you can say, I have done my best. Thank you. Enda.
Nena pole nundo kuzumbo asa. I'm good.